Hey howdy hey Space Rangers, today we have Zurg versus Zurg. Let's get into it.
Reach for the sky!
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
Excited to be back again today for another comparison review. Yesterday on my channel I did do a Buzz versus Buzz video. If you missed that video, click the card in the corner of your screen here. That'll take you to that comparison review. This is not a toy battle because Zurg would win, because that's my favorite movie. So the Lightyear movie is cool, but nothing can beat the original Zurg. As far as I know for toys, this is the best Zurg you can buy. It's from the Disney store. It's been around for a very long time, and this is the best Zurg you can buy currently for the new Lightyear movie. It is the one with the blaster. He is 14 inches tall. He talks. He's an amazing Zurg, and they both talk, which is great. And it'll be interesting to hear their voice differences too. But we'll start definitely with the head. So looking at the head sculpt differences, it looks like the original Zurg has a giant head, and this is a lot smaller in scale, and you can definitely tell that even from the side angle. And I did notice from the new Lightyear movie that Zurg looks more like a robot with those tubes in the back of his head. You know, he's got some more fancy, almost like the Transformer robots. I feel like he's got that going on for him versus the original Toy Story Zurg. He definitely was more simple in design, and he looks more cartoony, like a cartoon, which would make sense because this is supposed to be the cartoon version of Zurg, and this is supposed to be the actual Zurg from that movie, which is the Star Wars movie in Andy's World. So it's cool when they talk.
I am the Emperor Zurg. Your insignificant threats don't frighten me. Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear, it's time you learned the truth. I am your father.
So it's really funny in the movie, they did the Star Wars thing where he's like, I'm actually your father. And he actually says, he actually called him Lightyear in one of the quotes there. That was crazy. He said Lightyear. Maybe it was a foreshadow for the Lightyear movie in the future. That was really crazy to hear, considering this was made way before the Lightyear movie. And let's hear a little bit of the phrases here. You can tell that the eyes lit up and the mouth lights up. But on this one, we don't really have that at all. We have the eyes light up, but not the mouth.
Don't be scared, Buzz. Just tell me where the crystal is. There. Ah. Where's the pilot? So, prepare to die.
What a violent toy. He says, prepare to die. I really like that his eyes flicker and flash. That's really cool. We don't have that here on this Zurg, but his mouth lights up, but his mouth does not. In the movie, it does light up, though. So Mattel cheaped out with the mouth. I don't like that. I definitely like that in the Disney Store release, we do have a light up mouth. So that's something Mattel should have done, is at least illuminate the mouth as well, because it just would look so much better. I feel like I would like the Zurg maybe even a little more if they did that, because it's just so cool looking, and I do like how the eyes function, which is very special and unique. Now it's interesting to see the design choices. You know, obviously this Zurg has a giant cape and a ball blaster that spins on the back. This Zurg has nothing. He has no ball blaster thingy in the back. He just has a cannon with missiles, but he doesn't also have a cape. So the new Zurg, for whatever reason, they didn't give him a cape. I don't know why. And we don't know why the cartoon spin-off had a cape. And then obviously because it's more cartoony, we have a giant cannon blaster. I put the Nerf balls in here. They're actually like magic sponge balls that I found, and I modded that, but they come out too. But it doesn't shoot balls, which I'm really sad. You know, at least with this release, we do have a missile launcher. So this is where Mattel actually wins here over the Disney Store Zurg, is when you press the button,
Come with me.
he fires that missile. And that is cool. He can actually fire from his cannon blaster. We can't say that for the Disney Store. So that is definitely unfortunate. And you can just see how huge this tube is, which makes you wonder, like, it would be so cool if they can make that happen, the ball travel through that, but maybe it would get stuck. And then you can see how small in comparison the Mattel one is to the Disney Store Zurg. It's really skinny tube. Maybe it's like an air pressure kind of thing because it's a missile, so I don't think it's traveling through that tube. But it's very interesting to see. This should be rubber, but it's not. It's hard plastic from the Disney store. Here it's supposed to be all metal and machine looking, but it's just more hollow, cheap plastic. The original Zurg is heavier. This is a lot lighter. I think they use cheaper plastics because it does feel cheap. This feels more solid plastic. So the Disney store did a good job there. Here's where Mattel shines in their department. They actually do a lot of sculpting. So look how plain it is. But to the credit of the original Zurg, he doesn't have fancy things going on. He just has wheels on the bottom. He's a very simple toy. He rolls. It's very true to the film. But in the new Lightyear movie, Zurg got a redesign. He's like a crazy robot. So I will give Mattel credit for sculpting all these amazing details to make it look like a Transformer type robot. It is pretty incredible and impressive that they fit the speaker back here in his spine. I do like that about Mattel and what they did for the Zurg redesign. I'm not sure what Mattel was going for with the sculpting in mind. It definitely looks more modern to me, not vintage, but it's very interesting to see the differences between this Zurg and this Zurg. He didn't have 2 legs. He has 2 legs and knees. So that's a huge difference right there. He looks more humanoid. He looks more like, I don't know, like a robot, because you don't know what's going on under here. So about the hands, Disney Store actually did a good job here, because even though we didn't get separated fingers on this joint, we got the index finger so he could point. So that is a nice joint movement right there on his finger. And he has some movement there with the open hand, or like almost a closed hand to hold something with the thumb that's fixed. And we have side to side swivel there. Mattel was very lazy, and it's just a fixed hand. We have 0 finger movement, and we just have a fixed fist, and it swivels too, but it's just cheap plastic, to be honest. No painted details at all. And at least on this one, they at least had separate fingers. So that is one flaw this Mattel Zurg has. Missed opportunity to make it better. I would say that this Zurg comparison is tied. You know, this Zurg costs 30 bucks. This Zurg costs $30. They're equal price. This one has features that are better, like the light up mouth, but this one has a real blasting ion blaster. It actually shoots missiles. This one doesn't shoot anything. I just put fake SpongeBobs in it, which doesn't count. But, you know, that's something that is better on the Mattel one, is that he can fire his missiles. He can't fire anything. But, you know, I feel like it's tied here. It's definitely a tie. But if I had to pick one, of course, Original Zurg is my favorite because Toy Story is my favorite movie. Lightyear would be my second favorite movie when it comes to Toy Story. Let me know in the comment section below, which Zurg do you like best? Do you like Toy Story 2 Zurg, the original Zurg that we saw back in 1999? Or do you like the brand new 2022 Zurg for the new Lightyear movie? I think they're both great. Like I said, my favorite is Toy Story 2 Zurg, always. But they're still really fun to have both in the collection, because it's cool to see one toy based off the other and to add it to the collection. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you want to continue to support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear. You're an action figure.
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man.
You are a child's plaything. Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.